which is actually what we're going to talk about now. So the woke Stasi are still checking your thinking, by the way, if that example wasn't enough. You may remember we had Harry Miller on the podcast, who was in trouble with the police because, of course, he had liked a transphobic limerick on Twitter. And this got him a visit from the police, and you should go and follow Harry Miller on various social media because he's doing the Lord's work with Fair Cop. And so this is still going on. But before we go on, if you want to support us, go over to loadseats.com, sign up and watch my latest podcast about cultural colonization. This is just me discussing what's with all of the woke sort of skin suit reboots. Why does there need to be a black Robin Hood? Why does there need to be the general erasure of our culture? And I think it's really quite upsetting, to be honest, because these genuinely the sort of the myths and legends that I grew up with and what make me really love this country. And so watching the woke ideology rip out the heart of it and implant its own set of values within it, I can't stand it. But anyway, so let's talk about what a police community support officer is. So a police community support officer are sort of special, like a sub-junior kind of police officer. They work with some police officers, apparently, and share some but not all of their powers. So what they can do is give someone a fixed penalty notice for littering, or for example, demand the name and address of someone being antisocial, take alcohol off a person aged under 18, or ask the police to arrest someone. So they're pretty minor, and you can imagine that the people who end up getting hired for these sort of positions, well, they're pretty small-minded themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So there was a lady who posted a series of clips to Twitter. She had in her phone, in her pocket, recorded one of these PCSOs knocking on her door to inquire about drugs and whatnot in her area. She sounds like a slightly older lady, so not, the sort of general drug den you would have expected. But then she asked about a sticker that she has on the window, which is a transphobic sticker, because this lady thinks that women are adult human females. Well, you can imagine how the PCSO took that. Awful. Yeah, exactly. The woke Stasi here were not impressed. And so they have a 23-minute conversation. Now, of course, we're not going to play the whole conversation, but let's watch a few clips from this conversation. And before we start, just think of the attitude that is being projected here. Think of the authority that the PCSO is claiming when she talks down to this member of the public who pays her taxes and therefore pays her wages. Let's play the first one.
You're told you're transphobic if you're a lesbian and you don't include trans women, right?
Why would you not include trans women?
Because they're men.
No, they're not.
But you can't change. But then you'd have to.
Okay, where you are in your thinking is very much needing a lot of enlightenment and reading. I find that very offensive, and I'd like you to take it off.
PCSO.
But why do you find it offensive?
Because you're trying to tell people in the real world, not inside your house, outside, that trans people don't exist, that it's an idea, it's ideology, and that it's being harmful for women, which it isn't. And it's not a point of view, that's fact. So I think that is quite damaging, because what you're actually doing is trying to give other people the idea of what you believe, which I think you need to do a lot more reading on.
Wow.
Isn't that just terrifying?
I think it's damaging that you're trying to give other people your idea.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you try and impart your idea to other people? My idea needs to be imparted to other people.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's my idea, not yours. That's so... Honestly, this is terrible. So this is what is obviously an ideological imposition by this officer. While she claims she is not being ideological. And this whole, you need to do more reading. Well, what is that if not proof of an ideological imposition?
Yeah.
You need to agree with me, and therefore you need to read those things that I have read. And it's not like this officer sounds like the best and brightest. And if you don't do that, well, you're hurting trans people, you see. Just somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Let's watch the next one.
You can express your views in your own world. This is not inside your world, is it? Anybody that comes to your door is going to see that.
But I don't own by it. I said I keep myself to myself.
It's really upset you.
Yes, it has. So.
But you don't think about
I
the
do.
fact that
I think
it
about...
upsets all the trans people to say that they're erasing women, which simply isn't true.
So was that the
Upsets all the trans
PCSO?
people.
Was that her upset? The PCSO was great.
No, the woman who she's terrorizing here
Yeah.
is
Shocking.
upset, and she's like, "But think of all the trans people you've upset with your sticker." Okay, name one.
Yeah.
Name one.
Yeah.
You know, the abstract upset of trans people. I don't think I'm actually obligated to care about that.
Mm.
You know, I'm not obligated to care about people I don't know, frankly.
And it's on their land. Whatever they've put up
It's
is on
in her
their
window,
land.
yeah.
It's good.
I mean, this stinks of the Salman Rushdie affair, where everybody has been turning a blind eye
Oh, yeah.
on what is absolutely crystal clear.
Hmm.
It is not a religion of peace. And trans also do not own the world.
No.
If they believe in their heads that they are the wrong body,
Up to
that's a
them.
matter for them. But physically, it's XX and XY.
Yeah.
And that's it. And in the Bible, it says man and woman. And for 2,000 years, guess what? That's been everybody's thought.
For longer than 2,000 years.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That
But no-
PCSO then, just to, sorry to interrupt there, she is actually going above her duty there though, isn't
Oh,
she?
yeah, it's not her business to be doing that.
So yeah, this is the problem with PCSOs is that they want to be the cop.
Yes.
You know?
And even that, even if she was a fully fledged cop, that's not her bloody
No,
business
no,
to come around and talk to me about ideology. You know, and this is very, very little difference between like the police of vice and virtue in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
knocking on your door and saying you're being insufficiently Islamic
Yeah.
Do you know-
citizen.
Do you know what? I think we need to do a little sticker and put on the back of the door what the powers are, and then just go. So, am I littering? No. Is this a fixed penalty? No. And am I drinking in public? No. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Buy it. Yeah, exactly. No, you're absolutely right. But anyway, let's go to the next one where we find out that trans women are women. Don't you know?
It's difficult if you've had an experience that has coloured your idea of what's going on in life. However, that sort of thing is just preying on your fear. It's making you scared of something that you shouldn't be scared
I wasn't
of.
scared. I wasn't scared until I was told about that it might cause offence. Now I feel.
No, but I'm not on about that. I'm on about the fact that you're living in fear of trans
No,
women.
I'm not in fear. I'm not in fear. I just want to be able to. I want to be able. God.
What do you want to be able to do?
I want to be able to go to free school, support for my stuff that has happened to me from men without having them there. And then you're telling me that.
Ah, right, yeah. So this is what I'm saying about you've got in your head that a trans woman is not a woman.
But they're not. How are they a woman? Tell me, please. How are they a woman?
Okay, that's not my job to educate you. That you need to educate yourself. There's plenty. If you go on the internet, there's tons of support groups that will help you with this.
Imagine saying that, right, I'm here to check your thinking. You've been insufficiently enlightened as to what a trans woman is, but I'm not here to educate you.
Yeah.
Then
Do it
piss
yourself.
off.
Yeah.
You know, unbelievable. And reducing this woman to tears.
Yeah.
And you're not even going to like help her. You know, oh no, go on the internet and radicalize yourself like I did.
Yeah.
Like that is unbelievable, isn't it?
Mm.
It's
And you
just
can
that-
tell she is, that lady is genuinely upset.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that must be horrific. And for, that's ridiculous, to be honest. That's unforgivable.
Yeah,
it is. It's disgusting. Honestly, it's genuinely monstrous. This is the imposition of an ideology. And you can see the uncaring nature of the person who's interrogating
Yeah,
her as
yeah.
well. You know, she's not bothered that she's crying. Oh, I'm sorry. No apology for
No
upsetting
empathy,
you.
yeah.
No, what about the trans people you've hurt? Well, what are you talking about? You know, you came to my door and started berating me for being a bad person, and then you're not even going to tell me why I'm a bad
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
You know, it's not my job to educate you. But this, and for anyone who's like, oh, I remember years ago when I was talking about this, like, in college campuses, people were like, oh, it's just in university, it's just in college campuses, it's not going to go anywhere. Well, that's like the full social justice like panoply of statements. It's like, here's what I believe. You're a bigot for believing different. I'm not even going to educate you on it. This is exactly it in the police now. But anyway, as we're going to learn, this isn't even a belief. These are just facts.
Yeah.
True facts. Let's
True
watch.
But you're telling me I have to change. I have to change my belief.
No, it's not belief. It's not beliefs. It's facts. It's not a belief system. It's not like, do you believe in God? Something you can't see. It's not. That's not what this is. It's not, again, you've got to try and.
You can't change sex. It's physically impossible to change sex.
It's not change, okay? It's how you're born. It's how you're born. Now, if a person is born in the wrong body and spends good portion of their life in that wrong body and suffers terribly from all sorts of disorders because they have been born into the wrong body, to allow them to transition into the right body to enable them to be the person that they are, isn't something that doesn't exist.
Right. This is absolutely a series of beliefs.
Yeah.
And she just explained how they're beliefs right there, right? So for starters, no one's changing body. No person is separated from their body and put into a new body,
Yeah.
right? This is a series of like metaphysical commitments she's made that is just nonsense, right? These are a series of beliefs. But then even then, the very notion that a person is born in the wrong body. Okay, well, where does that person come from if not the body itself?
Yeah.
Because of course your mind is a product of your body, a rational scientific person would say. But this person has to then presuppose that the person exists prior to their body and has somehow been inserted into the wrong body. How do you know it's the wrong body? How do you even know the person exists without their body? Because we always refer to a person's body to refer to the person, the mind inside the body. Yeah. So this is all a big structure of belief that she's laid out in that sentence after saying it's not a belief.
Fact.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I'd love to get her on the program to talk about detransition.
I would love to talk to her about all of this, but I don't think she'll do it.
No, I don't think so.
But so we can see that this is just this. It is genuinely a wacky belief system. I mean, the idea that a person's born in the wrong body, it's just nonsense. You only get one body. You don't get a choice in it. You know, I'm not saying that life's fair. I'm not saying these people don't have problems. They do. But, you know, let's keep a realistic view of things. But anyway, let's watch clip 5.
Yeah, so being gay is not a choice, being trans is not a choice. It's not a choice. It's not something you just wake up one day and decide to do. It's not a choice. It causes distress, it causes suicide, it causes people terrible mental health crises and mental ill health for many, many years until they find the courage to be the person that they actually are. And it's not that they want to be, it's not that they wish to be, it's that they actually are. Does that make sense?
It's all personal, isn't it? It's all a personal opinion. She's just gone and she's seen that and she's taken it personally and she's laid her on it.
Yeah. And she actually needs taken out of uniform, doesn't she?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. But like she's berating her on this hypothetical constituency of people. Like there's no such thing as a transgender now. You know, and there are lots of people in the left who will say, no, it's my choice to be gay. It's my choice to be this. It's my choice to be that because I'm free to choose whatever I want to be. Is that okay? Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, well then shut up.
Yeah.
You know, choose to be something different. What do you want? You know, like I'll have my opinion on your choices. Am I not? You know, but even if it's not a choice, like okay, fine, but that doesn't mean that I have to accept your commitments to nonsense of a person being born outside of their body and then implanted into the wrong body and stuff like that. I don't have to accept all of this. You know, just because there are some people suffering. This is not a just thing. And so the final thing, which of course to fall back on, well, you know, you are a racist, don't you? Like, of course you're a bloody racist. Let's watch the clip.
If you had something on there that was racist, you would understand why I was coming to say you shouldn't have that on your door, wouldn't you?
Completely different.
Why would you put a sticker
Completely
on the door
different.
that's racist?
How is it different?
Completely different.
How is it different?
You would not put a racist sticker on the door.
Because people are born black. Like people are born their sex, male and female.
No, that's not. Again, you're missing the point. All I can urge you to do is just read. Just educate yourself.
Educate? Oh no, sorry. I'm not educated. I'm not being
Go
educated
ahead.
on being a man being told that he's a woman. A man is not a woman. He never will be. He's a man.
Hang on a sec.
No, I'm not.
Good for
So
her.
nobody's being told anything. This is what I'm saying. That's where there's a big gap in understanding here. There's a huge gap in understanding.
Nobody's being told anything, but I've literally come here to tell you something. And you're essentially the equivalent of a racist and you're an idiot for not agreeing with me. This is just awful.
Yeah.
Everything about this is awful.
Like how she says, you know, people are born into a body. It could be black, white, whatever, you know. But so does that mean if I wanted to, I could, you know, I was born in a white body. I should have been born in a black body. Could I self-identify as black?
There was a huge controversy at this academic paper called Hypatia, where one of the academics was just like, we have to kind of follow through on the logic of transgenderism then and accept that transracialism's real.
Yeah.
And this caused a meltdown because they were like, yeah, but if we do that, then you're saying that black people could just choose to transition to be white, which abolishes all of the sort of, structure that's built on that. And it never got resolved in the end. And essentially they pulled back and said, look, you're just not allowed to say that. It's improper to say that.
I urge every white youngster nowadays to tick gypsy and black on the application forms.
What are they going to say? You're not.
For university.
Are they going to say you're not?
Well,
yeah. Every straight person, just say you're gay. What are they going to do? Ask for proof.
Exactly.
Just take advantage. Screw these people. But, exactly. But basically, this shows you the deep ideological corruption of the British police, because of course they shouldn't be saying anything like this to anyone at all. Think back to the sort of constabulary of our sort of youth. Nothing like this. This is the sort of woke metropolitan police that are taking over the country. It's disgusting and it needs to stop.
Thanks for watching this segment from the podcast of the Lotus Eaters. If you enjoyed that and want more, you can subscribe and become a premium member on our website, where you can access our exclusive content, including the premium live hangouts we've recently done this one, hangout number 17, Our Cyberpunk Dystopia, where Carl and Callum discuss the cyberpunk dystopia we are falling into. If you're interested in following Callum on social media, you can follow him on Getter @Callum. Thank you and goodbye.